Spin rack! Hey, so one of the things we get criticized is that we don't read outside of the Marvel comic, DC comic book realm, and I have to totally disagree. I read other comics that are not necessarily always Marvel Marvel DC. And one of them that I found that was pretty interesting, and I think those who like this particular show, and if you can see who I'm looking at, this is from Orphan Black, the main character, Sarah. They have their own comic. Now, I don't know if you remember if people who are familiar with Orphan Black is, what it was is that it started off as this show about clones, basically. This girl, she's on the subway in the train, and she sees this woman who's totally unhappy, distraught, just go and kill herself. And she just says, hey, I'm going to pick up her purse and try to get some stuff from her. And in picking up her purse, she realized, hey, this woman looked exactly like me. And then she basically tries to infiltrate her life because, her life was pretty rough at that time. She didn't know, but as we start delving into the story, we start finding out this is really a deep, dark conspiracy where there are clones and people who are doing body modifications and, there are different levels to this. It's pretty interesting. At least it started off in this. After a while, it just went just too far left for me. But just wanted to say they have a comic book out, Orphan Black, okay? It's past the #1 issue, but I just had this one here and I wanted to show this and share this with you basically. If you're interested in the story, if you really like the show and want to know more, I think this is a pretty good deal if you can find one, Orphan Black. There are a lot of other comic book properties, like they had the Buffy the Vampire Killer, Smallville season 11. TV shows and comics, they continue some of them with the stuff in the comic book, because they can give a little bit more detail and go past where they would normally have left in the TV show. Here, the story just basically goes over, it's through Sarah's perspective, and it says Sarah right there, it's right here. And, you learn about Sarah's family and background and what she had to deal with and how she went through things and how she feels. One of the things I like is that you see inside her head. In the TV show, we know Sarah's she's like the leader of the group and of all the clones, because she finds she has several different clones and some of them have different type of personality. They all have different personalities, but they express different things. And Sarah seems to be the more us, more middle of the road, whereas the others are like, specific, only one particular type of trait dominates, neurosis, psychotic killer, lover, hit person, they just seem off the wall. Like, it's just, they all sprung from her personality and came different ways. One of the reasons Sarah is so important in the story is that she, of all the clones, is the only one who's basically able to have a child. And so the companies and the organizations that are hunting her want to get that ability to be able to get a child, and so be able to continue procreating with these particular type of clones. I don't want to go into story because it's basically the story but there's a couple little tweaks or I guess more information for those who weren't sure about it. But one thing that I do like is that you have, they're doing the Orphan Black card game. And if you are an Orphan Black fan or somebody, you should probably go out and get it for them. One thing that they're saying is that this has probably come out already, but you see Orphan Black, they have other more detailed conspiracies and what's going on with the show. But hey, read it. It's pretty interesting. I liked the show initially. The comic book wasn't too bad at all. I say go into it. Learn more. Spin a rack out.